Ooh. Right, I think we are here now. We're live now for you guys. I'm making sure I've just got everything set first, because obviously, you know, every time this key program goes wrong, at least it goes everything else. But it's fine. I think we're good. Good. So, hi guys. It's been a mad week this week. It has been crazy. First of all, I do want to apologise for the lack of live streams. It's been another crazy week this week, and this week has just been fabulous, but really busy. So the few days I was trying to plan a few streams. I was going to come on Saturday, I was going to come on Friday, I was going to come on Thursday, and I was going to come on Wednesday. But everything kind of really just evolved very so quick. It just went like this, and it was just madness. And I had one day off Wednesday, and I thought, right, Wednesday I'll come on live and do like you do Queensville. And I thought, well, I'm like, the schedule was absolutely everywhere. So I was with a dog. So I ended up going out on Wednesday night. Thursday I was in. Friday I was in. And Saturday I was at Jade. And it's been a crazy week. So that's why unfortunately I was not doing live streams. So that's why I said, guys, that the schedule could change. You know, as I said before, I can only do it when I can. So I think I'm going to better off doing it probably when I announce it on Queensville's Facebook page, which I am at the minute receiving a load of people are liking that page now and liking all my recent streams as well, which is great stuff. I'm getting loads more views for it as well every week, which is good. And yes, Devon's here again. She's been out already, so she is now in La La Land. So she is sleepy times. Meh. And yeah, and I've just got a lot to tell you guys what's been happening. It's been a week. The week has been just busy, absolute busy. I think to start it off, I think one of the days that probably has been the best day was probably Tuesday and Thursday, and just brilliant. I really have done a lot of work this time. Some new tracks have been produced. We finally got the upgrade for Magic sorted out now. Yep, we finally did. I'm using the new one now, which is Samplitude, and it is fantastic. It was really difficult to learn for a few days, but after I sorted out the mouse issues and Zoom issues, I just thought just exactly the same. So we sorted all out. So we have brand new magics now. We have now erased off 12. It's gone. I think that was just a little bit too temperamental sometimes. But Amplitude is brilliant. We can now finally get to use much more effects on it, much more mixing on it, and the mastering is superb as well. It's wow, it's really good. So Amplitude's coming really handy for me and Jade to start. And Jade learned a little bit of it yesterday, and yesterday she wasn't full all. She says, "Why don't we track as much as we can before Logan gets back?" And I went, interesting. And we tracked 5 tracks yesterday. We did Coach the Fall. We did a couple of the test ones we did as a new mixer. She was trying to get new mixers sorted out. When I realised that one of the problems that we were having was this feedback sound. And we realised that apparently it was to do with the with the pop shield. The pop shield affected the microphone, and that's why it was getting static noise, which was bloody weird. So we put the pop shield forward to the microphone, and we thought we'd put it there and then sing it. And recordings came out absolutely brilliant. Still a bit more tweaking to do on the vocals part of it because it was way too loud. But you know, from what we recorded yesterday, it was a great test to do. And we just go on with it, and we just thought, let's get on with it, do what we can. She's tracked Better Off Alone now, which I'm so happy she's done that track now. I'm so glad. And she's doing really well. and she's now got her own mics now, which is really good. So apart from that, she's doing she's absolutely full on. It's just really good to do that. It's cool. Right, so chat room's open tonight, guys. I'll be here till about 8 tonight. I've also been speaking to Mark. He rang me a couple of minutes ago, and yeah, well, things with him are not going too well at the minute. I'm still trying to figure out what's happening with this other issue going on, but he said he's going to be okay. Things are fine, but at the moment, just a lot of crap going on, and things that don't need to be said. But so what we've so while we had a talk about that today, we decided to put everything on hold for just a while until next, well, this summertime, really summertime, springtime. But he's going to start filming his tribute, his Live Aid drumming thing he did. He's going to redo it again because he said it was all wrong. He's going to redo it again and make a better video of it and stuff in the studio. And he's going to start filming that tomorrow, which is good. And I can then start getting on with it, getting it all sorted out, and then it's going to be cool. So it's good. I've also been getting ready for Angry Penguin's new season, season 2. I've emailed a couple of people who could be interested to edit some Queensville videos, as I am hopeless at editing. It takes a long time. And I've just basically had to format my drive again. This hard drive had to be wiped again. And yeah, and the issues with Google have been sorted out now, and it's just pain in the ass. I'm still not receiving my SMS messages through anything. It's just my friggin' network is terrible. So Virgin's going to have to be I'm going to have to talk to them on the phone tomorrow about that. And I'm really, really, really pissed about that. I'm so annoyed. Anyway, so tonight we're here anyway. And Gaming Heads has joined us now. Jan has been thinking. And if you all know, thank you very much to everybody viewing the last live stream of that great tribute box set, that Blu-ray. It's not available for you guys to buy. Mr. Metal's here on a Sunday. He's got no work. Great stuff. Great stuff. Hey, Mr. Metal. I watched the videos this week. His name's really Chris, you know. But yeah, Mr. Metal's his videos at the minute have been fabulous. I mean, the recent one he's just done for the bands that I don't know them, but I tell you what, listening to them, wow, really brilliant. So well done to Chris for a great job. Fantastic. We also found out who Northern Metal thing is. It's actually Dominic. It's not the Dominic that I thought it was. It's the other Dominic. There's two Dominics apparently. So I've added him now onto Facebook, and he added me the other day, and he just said great channel, just good stuff. So he should be here tonight as well. So other things, just to go through a couple more things before we do the Queen thing tonight. My window now, that's on the wall now. Yeah, it's straight. It's my camera. It's fucking yeah. I'm actually about to get a new camera soon, guys. I am finally. I'm actually going to get the same camera as this one to start filming some of the other Ring of Penguin stuff and everything else on in the woods and everything else. And I have. You might also notice that this door here has kind of just come forward for some reason. Yeah, I think it's because there's too much weight on it. But I think I've figured out that it's just to do with the fact that it's just weighty in a way to do. But that is now going to have new lights are going to be put under there. So I've got the lights sorted out, and there's going to be 2 push lights under there, 2 lights under there, so you can see the whole lot now. But you've got to get the things online. You've got to get the push lights online. And Wilco's just crap anyway. So I'm going to get them tomorrow because it's Monday, and I thought Monday I'm going to go out, so we'll do that. So yes, so let's have a good chat now, guys, and see what you've got on the plate today. Amy Head says, do you save Jade demos recordings or do you delete them immediately? Would be interesting. Her demo recordings, we don't have any demo recordings of her. Oh yes, we do. Well, we didn't really do any demo recordings of hers. There's not. Probably the only one she did was like rough vocals. We're all doing it at home in High Barnes. We keep them actually because we like to experiment with them. At the moment, she's been writing a couple more actually for her next project, and we got 3 albums of hers coming out this year. Restitch is nearly finished. We've got 2 more weeks to do that, get that finished off by the 8th of March, and then I'll be out. We've got a photo shoot this Friday. Jodie's going to shoot it on Friday as well. It's going to be brilliant. And I'm really excited for Friday. It's going to be brilliant. So we are having a meeting on Friday. Then we're going to be actually going down there to Hendon. We're going to shoot the cover shot. And then we're going to go back to Jade and we're going to go and edit on the day. And they'll be out. And then, well, we're going to edit it, but I think Andy's going to do the main cover art for it now. He's going to design the cover art for us, which is going to be cool. It's going to be good. What's up, ladies? He says, I'm fine. Yes. But we'll give 1 Blu-ray later. Yes, we're going to give a. We had a big thought. Me and Gaming had a big thing about this Queen's Day thing that we were going to do, and we are going to do it actually. And it's a lot of plan to sort out first, obviously, for it to do. But I don't know when we're going to do it. But the Gaming Head was thinking about doing like a giveaway for some Queen stuff, and he said to me, why don't we do a giveaway of the Blu-ray of the Blu-ray of the tribute concert? And I said, that'd be a great idea. And he said he would produce the CDs. He would buy the case and the CDs, and then he'd send them to me, and I'd print off all the labels and print everything off for it. And that way, that'd be good for us because we can basically do it that way for it and stuff. So I think, yes, that would be a good idea. So if anyone's interested in a giveaway, I'll probably announce it in the next couple of weeks. But I'll be on the Queensville thing, obviously, because we'll give it away anyway from that. But when we do the giveaway, we'll probably have to do it like as a Queen quiz, because I'm about to bring that back again. That Queen quiz was really good last time. And the Gaming Head told me, he says apparently that if you do it on a question website thing, apparently you can get more people to come involved with it. And that's good. That's good. So I'm looking forward to that. So I had a great talk with him, and he said we'll do it that way, and we'll get some questions, and I'm going to let Gaming Head do the questions, and then we'll have an interactive sort of like Skype thing, or maybe phone calls. I don't know yet. Some will say, but we will have to work on it a lot. It's a lot of things, but we have to work on the Queen quiz before. Yeah, that's what I was just saying about that. Yeah, me and Gaming Head has also had an idea to do some intro videos for Queen's Day, which is kind of really what we'd love to do. And we are going to do it properly. We're not going to do it messy as last time. But having... The only thing that we really would love to do is stream it live on YouTube. The only thing is, if we stream it live, it'll be a hell of a day, because we have to play Queen favourites, obviously. But the only thing about it is it will be streamed live, but we will not be able to save the video, guys, because we will not be able to edit it. So you'd have to watch it in one day, and after that it'll be off. It'll be deleted. Because YouTube's just like that. Stupid. There is Twitch TV that we could probably switch it on, do a stream it on Twitch TV, but Twitch is another thing that just screwed up with it as well. And I think Google's supposed to buy Twitch. I think, or Amazon's supposed to buy it. Yeah. So anyway, I've got two Demon on the World videos, a death metal review video coming soon. Oh, nice one, mate. Get out now. Get out. Get out. Go see Grandma. I'll keep doing that for a bit so she can just go and go. She's just singing mood today, she is. Alright, so yeah, so that's what we've had anyway. Now I have presents. I have new presents. Would you believe? I'm getting more presents of people for some reason now. We've had a Queen. We had a Queen. Great thing, obviously. I still have to get that the Bohemian Rhapsody poster stand thing. I'm going to go get that tomorrow, actually, from the shop in Wilkinson's in the town. So I'm going to try and look for that tomorrow. But I got another great thing this week. Presents come from everywhere I like to see, and they are really nice to have presents that you would love to just be given. Jade gave me this yesterday. A really brilliant thing she did. Now, I love Iron Maiden. I do love Iron Maiden a lot. I really do. They are really kings of all men, things sort of stuff. And so yesterday she said, you know, to like the band Iron Maiden, I says, I fucking love them. I said, it's so brilliant. And so anyway, I got this from Jade yesterday. And you can have it. She says you can have it because it's yours. And I said, great. So what have I got? I've got the Iron Maiden mug. Yes, Iron Maiden's mug. This is the Killers one, obviously. From my point of view, this mug is smashing. I haven't actually opened it up yet because I literally have not opened it. But it's a double-sided mug, which is superb. That's how I hold my glass. It's made by a company called Global. You can buy these actually online on eBay. IronMaiden.com is officially trademarked as well. I think this is 2010 it was actually made, so it's pretty old, that one. But that would be my new mug now. I'll be using it live on live streams anyway, so that's cool. I mean, you can still buy these anyway for cheap prices, what they are in the shops anyway. But these are very nice to have that with Jade anyway. So that was nice. Really nice indeed with Jade to give you that. That was just really nice to have something really amazing. And I'll be using that mug, as I said. Keep the box obviously, because the box will just go over there with the thing. I might put the box like that actually. Or the cube box anyway. Now that's out of the way. Now here's something interesting that a gaming head told me today. Was it this morning? He messaged me about it. Yeah. If you remember the game, the Queen Eye game, it's the big game, obviously. I mean, the game is really, for its time, it was awkward. The game is not really that good, to be honest. It's alright for collectibles of Queen, but seeing on the YouTube videos of the playthrough of it, it's just completely out. It's weird. But they used, apparently he said that I want to buy it because they've got remixes on there that have never been issued on YouTube. Anyway, oh, right, that's cool. So he'll probably buy it for the remixes and stuff. But I mean, it's a great, it's a very old game. Obviously, it was never available anywhere. It was only available through the fan club, I think. But obviously, I think Brian and Roger did a deal with Electronic Arts in the States. And they did like 2 versions of it. They did the making of the Eye, and they did the Eye of the game. And I mean, the game was pretty good. I mean, I know Brian and Roger were not really behind it because they just said we've got this idea that would be just something that we want to do. But I mean, having a game that kind of would be interactive and just a bit like shooting up things, just being on it. The only thing that really bugs me about that game is all the repetitive tracks just go on the loop, and it's just so annoying. But it's pretty rare now. That is pretty rare to get that. Actually, I wish they had reissued it before, but nobody ever reissued it ever. But you had to get it off. I think it was only available through the website, through the Electronic Arts website, and also through the Queen online official fan club. But Queen had no involvement with it really, because all they used was their music. They just wanted to find out if it was right from Brian and Roger that they used the music of Queen, and they said, yeah, sure. But but the game is pretty naff. It is naff for its time. It's just not very good. I mean, yeah, if it had been done better and we had been had a great interactive shoot 'em up thing, it would be good. But the game's a bit weird though. It's just doesn't make any sense to it, to be honest. It's just bizarre. Chris says, do you like Demon on the Wall Project? I like Demon on the Wall Project. Demon on the Wall Project is fucking hilarious. Demon on the Wall. I laughed my pants off to it, mate. It was brilliant. I like the thing. Actually, I like the way he does it because he likes without like certain reviews he does the CDs. He wants to bring the odd ones up that he hadn't got a chance to do, and he did this little Demon on the Wall thing, obviously, or DO. It should be called the DOTW actually, in short, DOTW. But I love the Demon on the Wall thing. I think it's funny as hell. It's brilliant. Yeah, love it. If you save the stream on the computer at the same time, I could edit it later so that you'll upload the highlights from the stream. Yeah, could do. I don't want to record it on my hard drive because it would take a lot up on the hard drive. Heat it up quite a bit. I can sort something out. What's it all can do? I know that YouTube can do a recording on it. I used to do the record feature on it, the screen capture feature. Where that's still existent, I don't know. But that'd be interesting to see that anyway. Tells you we're going grey on your beard. I know I am. Well, I had to shave it because all the black that was giving me a rash. I'm getting a different colour for it this time. I'm not going to put that glitter on anymore. It was just too much to put on. It was way too irritation. There's a German version of the game which I already saw for 15 euros on eBay. Yeah, that's a German version. But it's not actually in English. So yeah. The English version is pretty hard to get actually now. But I mean, if they had a chance to reissue it in a smaller box with just in a Blu-ray or something, you know, or just watch it on YouTube. It's just better that way, really, for it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, at the time it was produced, the sound quality was terrible on the game because it was like 8-bit rubbish sound on it and it was awful. But if you get the idea of the game itself, because me and Chris watched it and we went, "What the hell is this stuff?" I said, "This is good, but what doesn't make any sense? Just a guy running around, just and just playing. The light comes down constantly all the time. Oh, it does my nutting. That's why I don't like it about the game. It's just the constant looping of the songs. It goes to one section, it goes boom, 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 boom. You know, it's just the guitar part of it. Then it goes into another section. Then it goes to another section. And I thought it was going to be this great interactive thing and stuff, but it's not really good. But saying that though, if you want to get the game, try for yourselves. But try and work on Windows 10, it will not work. You have to get yourself a VMware box and put it on Windows 95 because that's what it was made for. Or Windows 98, I think it was. But it's a rare game. Rare games. I like rare games. I like rare games like that. I mean, it's just the nature of the game. Nature of the game is really, really smashing. Good songs in it that I've never heard before. Got some hidden gems in the CDs as well, which you can just rip to the computer anyway and just hear the hidden gems and what they used. But it's really, really good. But a bit weird. Weird game. Anyways, this is Queensville Nights back. I'm finally back, guys, after a few days of madness and weakness. I've just been stupid week I've had. It's just been crazy, complete nuts. It's been having a lot of stuff going on with singers and at the minute stuff. I've got another auditionee coming in soon. Brittany could be joining us. She's actually just listened to 2 songs of mine today. She loves them so much, and she's really interested in the Linkin Park one. She was digging it, and I said, if you can write it, well, there you are. So I'm just waiting for her to send me an MP3 back of her vocals, and hopefully she can join us this week, which would be good. Any more questions, guys? Come on. Come on. Come on. Where's another metalhead at tonight? Is he there tonight? Or is Dominic at work? Probably Dominic's at work tonight. You know he will be. Probably he will be at work tonight. His name's actually Dominic Parker, and that's his name. Who watches this channel a lot. So if you want to know who he is, it's Dominic Parker, and that's the guy who wanted to add Chris that day for it. So what else was I watching this week. I was watching Oddity Archive yesterday. Bloody brilliant. It's got to be a lot of thinking to do with that now. Wow. Got a really good idea for something that might come up this week for Angry Penguin. If he does go ahead, then, well, could be. Although there is people asking me about that, the previous one you were going to do with the dances and stuff, and the rock and roll disco thing. Well, it's coming. It's coming. I've got to just get the right people together for it, and really get that off the ground soon. I really want to get that. I really want to get that one done. Just trying to find that place that we were going to use, but we can't use it now because it's closed down. It was just around the corner where I live. So I don't know. Well, I still want to do it though, but it's just very time consuming. It would involve obviously Jodie and Jade and everybody else. It would be hilarious to film, but it's like just not going to get time to do it. We'll see. I also read if you insert the game CDs into a CD player to listen to the soundtrack, so it might not be a problem to extract the soundtrack. No, it should be okay because I think you can do it as if you use Power ISO, you can actually extract them. You can actually do it as a Power ISO image to it, and it'll read the real tracks. And in fact, I think it actually allows you to get. I think it allows you also to use a MP3 tag on it as well, which is really good indeed if you need to know where they are and stuff, and read stuff on it. Which I had a bit of a glitch with one of the albums I did, the Alex album, the Garden Light. I noticed at the time that some of the tracks were quiet. I don't know whether the fact that it was mastered wrong, whether the sound was weird. So I went back in to, I actually made a brand new mix of it. I imported all the tracks from the FLAC versions into Samplitude, and I enhanced the tracks better. And now they sound brilliant, sound louder now. Don't sound so quiet anymore. Because I think the when we mastered it the first time round, they were the masters that we had to put out anyway. But now that since I've remastered the album sounds much better, and now it's louder, and it's very poppy as well, very poppy indeed. And it sounds wonderful. So yeah, so that's being reissued again. So we've got probably about 4 albums coming this year. We've got a guy called Nathan who's been working with me for a couple of days, and he wants to do some EPs. He's got a 5-track EP coming out. I think his will be coming out probably after Restitch comes out, which I'm hoping to get that out early as possible. I'm hoping to get it out by March at least, because on Fridays we have to do it. He says, by the way, if you need some help with editing the Angry Penguin videos, message me. I will. I might actually get you on board, mate, and put you on as editor. Because I'm hopeless. I mean, it takes me ages to edit a video. It takes me so long. But I'll let you. I might consider that actually. So I was putting some emails out previously a couple of days ago, going, anybody interested in editing some videos for me and doing Angry Penguin videos season 2, which would be cool. If I do let you do the editing of Angry Penguin, I'll actually give you all of the templates and all the video trials of it as well. Well, I mean, we're looking for a new logo now. We'll keep the same music as before, but we need a new logo for Angry Penguin. Yes, we might actually go back in and actually redo some Angry Penguins again, especially the one that the first one that was wrong. there was obviously copyright issues obviously at the time it was done, and the couple more that I want to really get back on board with. So I've got quite a lot on my plate this year, guys. I have got a lot on my plate, but Angry Penguin will be back. It's just I just know when I'm going to stop doing it though. It's just finding a day when I'm free. He says, why Gemma does my editing? I'm shit at it. I'm hopeless. I mean, the first couple of the very last Angry Penguin video that I filmed was the one with the dancing and stuff on it. You know, the worst videos I've ever made. I was just I haven't got the patience to edit parts into it, and I'm like, it doesn't work. And I even got I got a dispute for one of the songs because apparently that the Indian song at the very end, Freddie Mercury kind of piratey thing. Oh, I had to take it. Apparently it said you're not liable to use it. I was like, what? But it's a horrible video anyway. It says, I mean, that is awful. I have found some more worst videos that I've ever seen. There's one video on Oddity Archive that he put on this week. Or was it this week he put on? His last video, his newest video he put on. I've never in my whole life laughed so hard at one of the videos that just made me cry, and it just really did. And this was it's local access TV volume 6. And I love it. Oh my god! I mean, it's really fucking brilliant. And I listened. I watched it yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? It wasn't Friday. It must have been one of the days. And I thought, oh, I'll have to watch it and I'll look at this one. And there was so much embarrassing stuff on there. Like this woman. This is great part in it. Where a woman's got like a Mickey Mouse T-shirt on, and she's playing the piano, and she's like singing away, and then and then apparently someone puts the fader up to black, and then he's bum, 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 and he's just like, you can still hear her talking on the song, and that was like, I want to use that. That's just so hilarious. Oh, I think the archive is brilliant. I even watched the recent karaoke one as well. He does like all the horrible karaoke discs and stuff. It's just bloody awful. And I really got that as well. Highest video I had of Angry Penguin at the minute has been the instrumental hits of Queen. And I'm getting people loving that video because that video is, from my point of view, probably my favourite one I love. And they said it was great. So I really enjoyed doing that one. And like I said, that was an idea that I had way back. Just thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Angry Penguin this time. Do it that way for it. I have been watching a lot more YouTubers this time. There was a guy called Retro Man Cave who cropped up a while back, and I was watching one video, just the first video of his, and he got this Laserdisc player which could play games. And a little laser active thing in the bottom of it, and it was very interesting. Very interesting guy he is. Very interesting guy. I don't think I would watch his videos though, but I was intent to watch one of them anyway. It says I love Gemma's editing. Wait for the new video tomorrow. Gemma's editing is great. Spot on. Yeah, what I was kind of confused was one of the videos that you did. I think that first one, that Demon on the Wall thing. I was confused at the way the green screen was because the way that the opacity on it was a bit crumpled. But saying that, I knew where we were going with it. But I like it when you do the camera angles are good as well for making stuff. You should do like, I think what you should do. I mean, I love the way that when she switches them around to do different close-ups and different things of it and shots. It's great. It's really good. Really good. Gaming heads is what program does she use? Probably Adobe. It'll be Adobe. What's it called? Adobe thingy. Adobe. I used that program before actually, and it was hard to use, but I have used Sampling Power Director. I use that one quite a bit. I don't have it on my drive though at the minute, which I should be put that back on. But yeah, we're yes, it's cool. Those videos are meant to be raw, unpolished, and underground. That's the whole idea of it. That's why his channel's Metal 101. Yeah. No. But I mean, I remember the first time I ever edited those videos that me and Chris did. We did the first collection that we did. I had to edit that using. Well, what did I use? I used Movie Maker, and actually I liked it, but it crashed a lot. And then I changed it to, well, I changed it from that one to Power Director. Power Director is great. I really want to get the old one back on, because the one that I've got at the minute is absolutely dreadful, because the sound quality, the sound issues on it are flipping horrendous. I don't know whether the fact that audio codecs has gone weird, or either my video codecs has gone a bit bizarre. I'm going to click. I have no idea. Giddy Lun. I think there's a new subscriber. I have got a load more subscribers on Facebook's page. He says, "What's your opinion? What is your opinion on Article 13? If you don't know what this is, I can explain it to you. I have no idea what you're on about. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea. Don't know. It'd be great to really find out what it means. I don't know. I have no idea. Magician Never Tells. Is a Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas is good. Power. What's the other one? What's the Adobe After Effects? Adobe After Effects is pretty good. It's cool. Article 13 and his sibling Article 11 are contest pieces of EU copyright law that its opponents claim could destroy the internet as we know it. Oh, listen. If you want to go and talk about that on someone else's channel, be my guest. From my point of view, I don't care, because this thing is killing my arse. There is a new thing that's come out today on Facebook, which is interesting, by the Sun newspaper in the UK, and they were saying about the fact that they're trying to ban the porn industry. It's supposed to be banned everywhere. And now apparently this thing comes out. This is apparently just rubbish. It's absolute load of rubbish. It is completely and utterly crap. What they're trying to do is everything is kind of, they want to see the internet die, and they want to see all these things stopping it, and it's just bizarre. I mean, remember way back in the day when we all had the virus thing happening, the WannaCries and all this rubbish going on, and the memes and everything. It's just complete and utter rubbish. It only happens to the USA. It doesn't happen to the UK. The UK just doesn't give a crap. It's the USA that I'm concerned about. Because one thing about it is, I mean, I've just spoke to Mark about this on the phone, and he said that this new Brexit thing that's coming through is supposed to be happening soon. And then all of a sudden there's all this rubbish going on about saying it's total fake, it's total rubbish. It's just all lies. It's completely lies. They are trying to take control over the internet. They can't do that because that's the government. The government in the States are pathetic. I think what's... I mean, what Chris has just said there, it's shit and could end YouTube, Google and Facebook. It's just the way that... I mean, anything that's in the United States is completely and utterly stupid. And no one's going to take over the internet at all. It's absolutely ridiculous. He says, Tez, that's wrong. It affects Europe, including Germany. Oh, does it actually now, does it? Ah. Well, I don't believe it for a second. If there was actual an actual litigation about it in overseas, then why would it appeal to us? Completely useless. It's just completely utterly wrong. Completely utterly wrong. It's pathetic. Chris says, music, talk about music. Yes, let's talk about music. Let's talk about bands this week. Well, this week, what have I got this week? I have 2 songs this week I have checked out. I have got Seven Witches, Ragnarok, Skull Parade, Beyond Protection. I still love them tracks to bits. And yesterday I heard a band. Now, Lewis played a band yesterday who was called, can't remember the name of it for some reason, but he played something yesterday and it was a Finnish band. It's got a brown cover on it and it begins with a letter S. I got no idea. I'll 13 is real test. I haven't read it. I don't give a crap. I don't care. Absolutely do not care. Could not give a shit. My point of view, they can just do whatever they want to do. And it's only because hackers are trying to get their accounts and stuff, and it's just about that anyway. It's just as it's supposed to be. That's all it is. It's madness. Even if everything else had that on, it would be, you know what I mean? Stupid. I've got a hardcore punk review for tomorrow. Have you? Oh, that's interesting, because Jody likes punk music. She's a punk anyway. She is. That would be interesting to see. Cool. I mean, at the moment I've got. At the moment I've got probably a lot of good music at the minute that I'm listening to prior to hardroad.com being a great station. I have heard a lot of new songs. Like I'm at the metal side at the moment. I'm not kind of. I'm still listening to metal music. But what's his name? Jade was playing a couple of songs to me yesterday, and there were a lot of them that were kind of really good. But I didn't want to do like the happy stuff. I want to do that the gothic stuff now, because we're doing it the Gothic Songbook 2 and 3, and we are working on her next few albums, which is going to be really good indeed. But the singer asked me to review his band. Lovely, good stuff. Getting good at these, Chris. I tell you, getting really good at these videos, mate. Really interested in this as well. Very interesting. So that's interesting, isn't it? It's good. What did I put on the video? General chat, late edition. Yeah, late edition has been late. It's cool. What else have I been up to? Well, I don't know if Brian may receive the disc for the Garden Light. I might have to send it back to him again. And I have still this to send off as well to the States, and I totally forgot about this thing. It's still sitting here. I'm not paying £6 bloody to send it to America. No way. No, we're not doing that. We might send it to a UK label instead. Who might be interested? Probably Z Records might be interested to do it. I don't know, but I think we need to. I'm not going to send it to America. It's too expensive. Too expensive. He says, I'm loving it. Hard work, but loving it. No, it's good. No, it's good. Good, man. Videos are great. So, right. Back to a question I had last week. Did I finally get to hear New Horizons by Brian May? The NASA thing. I did. I listened to it again actually. I'm actually digging it. I'm digging it. I like it. He needs to bring a solo album out now. He desperately has to do a solo album before he retires. I know all about the Anne Lambert situation at the moment, where Brian Roger is discussing at the moment whether to continue that tour or not. But because it was successful last year, they're bringing out a new tour now, which is the Rhapsody tour, and to celebrate the fact that the film's been a success. Yeah, Mark Martell's doing a new album of Queen songs, which I'd love to hear. That'd be great. And also, if you guys follow a guy on YouTube called Poyatruk, who's a Queen fanatic guy, he is absolutely brilliant. I went on his website the other day, and he's got a brand new project starting this year with Queen Live. And apparently what it is, it's a very good idea that he came up with. He's using crowd noises from various concerts from Queen, and he's using songs that would work well with a live audience. And it's very clever how he's done it. It's very interesting. I was all trading the other day, and I went, "That's an interesting." I thought, I wonder if it's just like a legit product. It's kind of like his own thing. But what he did was he wanted to use the Queen live Killers on it to make the songs that they never performed live. It wasn't all worth it. And make them like a live version of it. Like redo. It would be interesting thing that actually. It would be. So here's my other thing I'm going to talk about. The one of the discs that I love to this day in that box set is the Great Pretender, the remixer CD from Hollow Records. That CD is brilliant, especially the rock version of Great Pretender is really good. But here's something that you guys probably don't know about that CD, which is very interesting. There is apparently this did actually exist. Devin's screaming something. If you all know the fact that when Greatest Hits was released in 1981 in America for the first time ever on CD, they used different track listing on it for the disc itself. Oh, get down in. Come on, you. Get in there. Get in, lie down. There we go. Well, as you all know, right, and this is a very interesting story, this. Mac did the, Mac, the great producer, I'm Mac, he did the actual disc of that. He did the compilation for it. And he worked with a guy in America called just Julian Raymond, and he was a massive Queen fan, And so he went to America to work on these songs that were going to be redone, and without the influence of Brian and Roger, they used different drummers, different things on it, and Mac was behind it. And he wanted to do it. And he said, because Freddie's passed away, why don't we do a yearly thing? In 1992, Mac was invited to go to America to, I think it was Capitol Studios or some other studio went to. And he did the whole CD, and he was behind it. He did the remixes, he did the Euro mix, the Wolf mix, the Man That Was Dangerous. And he worked with him a lot, but Mac didn't want to be credited on the CD as produced by him, because of the fact that the whole lot was produced by Junior Raymond, who remixed the songs, and I really like that CD a lot. Actually, it's really interesting. So when you read that article, when you read that information about that disc, it's very interesting to read about that. But Reinhold Mack was behind it because he was awarded that whole thing. And he also was awarded the Greatest Hits 1 and 2 and Greatest Hits American version. Classic Queen was released in America. He got an award for that because it was great sound quality. He did the mastering on that CD, and then he also had the task of doing The Great Pretender. Did you watch the film Heavy Trip? I have heard of Heavy Trip. I've heard of it. Is this the one about the band, or is it about metal music or something? It's something. I've heard about this thing anyway, which is interesting. Maybe it's. I think no, I have never. I've heard trailers and stuff, but I've never seen it before. I've never seen it. I should watch it really, because it's interesting to watch. Interesting indeed. I watched there was a program on BBC 4 just a few weeks ago, and was Music Thing, I think it was. Pretty good. The one you sent me. No, I didn't watch it yet. I will watch that. I'll probably watch it. I'll probably watch it at night when I'm off. It's my dad's day anyway, so I might as well watch it now. Yeah, no, I never watched it. Right, I should watch it really, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. You should. If it was Predator good, by the way, because you watched Predator as well. The new Predator film, was it good? I hope it was, because I heard it was supposed to be pretty good, that version. I hope it was the right one, because I didn't know if it was really. But yeah, I also wanting to watch a film called The Games. Matt Crawford, and one of Matt Winner's great films. But unfortunately, that film will never ever be out, never ever be released. I wish they'd just bring it out, for God's sake. It's about time. For some reason, they won't bring it out because it's on YouTube. You gotta pay £2.50 just to watch the games on there. Stupid. Predator was okay. Oh, it was okay. It wasn't the best. By the way, what was your favourite film of 2018? Mine. I I really didn't get a chance to watch any films last year. I was busy doing the work for this bloody company label. Didn't have a time to watch any films. No. Although one film I did watch, Incredibles 2. I loved it. I actually had to watch it twice. But 2018 films wasn't, to be honest, there wasn't anything really brilliant out there. Avengers wasn't even out. Avengers, where was that? Where was Harry Potter's next film out? Where was that? The film industry's gone way downhill. It has. It has. Probably the favourite one of my, probably the favourite one of mine last year was probably Bohemian Rhapsody. That's all I can say. Because it didn't have anything in it. I didn't have any time to watch any films. I was only interested in watching Bohemian Rhapsody. But I was just, you know, it was cool. Incredibles was funny. And the Incredibles 2 was actually very cleverly, very impressed with it. I thought the first time I watched it, I was a little bit negative about it. It didn't feel something gelled in. But when I watched it again, I totally got the idea what they were doing. They weren't making it a new film. They were trying an evil thing for it. And I actually liked it a lot. I loved it a lot. And I'm making the third one now in 2020, next year. So it's cool. Films now, reboots and reboots and more reboots. All I want to do is bloody reboots. Let's stop doing that badly. The one thing that... Here's something that I want to ask. I want to ask you guys. Did anybody see the remake of Salem's Lot in 2003? Because I know that when I watched the 100 Greatest Scary Moments on Channel 4 on YouTube, I love that. I love that a bit. I wish they would do more of them. 100 Greatest, the 100 Greatest Scary Moments was a brilliant thing that came out. And somebody mentioned about saying Salem's Lot was about to be remade in that year, in 2003. I've never ever seen it. Never know. I didn't know if it was existent or not. But saying that, it's good. Horror films are going downhill. Horror films aren't the same. Stick to the originals. Stick to the Hammer House of Horrors. Stick to 1960s. Hammer Horrors were the best. Dracula's brilliant. Christopher Lee's great. Wicker Man's fantastic. Wicker Man, I just watch that all the time. I love the Wicker Man a bit. I love the stuff that Chris showed me a couple of years ago with the old films. Changeling was good. Hills Have Eyes, brilliant film, original. What's that other one? The black and white one. What's it called? The black and white one they made in the 60s it was. Isn't it? Snuff's the one I really like. To be honest with you, a lot of people criticise that film saying it's too gory at the end. It's not real. It's fake. It's all. But the real ending is not even thing and stuff for some reason. It's just that, yeah. I want to see Rob Zombie's 3 from Hell. The last film that he did, 31. Is it 31? I think it was. That was bizarre, but friggin' whoa! His films are really good. Saw's pretty good. I like the Saw films. I just didn't like the last one. It was just so shit. But a very interesting story how it actually preluded to the very end when we found out who really was looking after him and who was a good way to end it as well. And I thought, because he says, "There's somebody I need to tell you. He was there from day one and he helped me out a lot." So it was really interesting how that was. I liked. There's a new version that is new. There is coming a new Stephen King movie in cinemas this year. Might be interesting. Yeah, I've heard about that as well, and it's interesting. Don't know what it is yet. Yeah, 31 was really good. It was just really the guy from Clockwork Orange. Love that film a bit. Clockwork Orange should never have been banned. It should have been. It should have been up there as a top film from that. Clockwork Orange is fantastic, brilliant film. Thank God I never remade that film though. Hi Tess, how long have you been online? I've been online for an hour. I'm here for about another hour and a bit. 2 hours is what I have. 9 o'clock. How are you doing? Thanks for accepting my friend request. Thank you for adding me. Thank you very much. No problem. Keep an eye on the good old Facebook page. Just all about movies and stuff, you know. If you want to go back to the beginning, talk about what I was talking about before, go back to the beginning. Come back in an hour or wait. I need to go and get some juice actually. I'll go get some juice while you guys are talking for a minute. Be back in 2 seconds. 2 minutes. Oh, I also have got prawn crackers as well, which might have these live. Because I'm starving. Be back in a minute, guys. La 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 la. Devin is friend. Devin is friend. She is a friend. She knows to the end. I got this yesterday from my local Chinese restaurant yesterday, and I love these things. Devin, give Devin one. Because he loves them so much. There you go. Um, I won't eat all these, by the way, because I'm buying me tea soon. Just give me 2 seconds while I just eat these because I'm absolutely starving. Get your cousins in. Right. That's out of the way. Now, back to the chat room. I feel like I'm singing this tonight. That's your fault. Your fault, then. Let's have a look. Clockwork Orange was shit. No, it's not. Clockwork Orange is legend. Clockwork Orange is good. John Kramer died in Saw 3, where we saw his body naked in the persistent Saw movies. He's alive now. How's that work? Did he have a twin? Oh, the third one was really good. I thought the guy who played the character, dark and mysterious and really down to earth. Really good. Pet Sematary is a new Stephen King movie to get the remake treatment. I don't know if I can watch it with the cats being killed. Maybe. Maybe. I need a coffee or a beer. Beer. Me. A true Queen fan would break into a Queen vault rather than the bank vault. Do you know what? Actually, that is really good. Who the hell owns all the rights now to the Queen stuff, and where are they? Where are they in the vaults? Whereabouts are they? Because I tell you what, the multi-tracks would be very interesting to get out and listen to the old recordings of Polar Bear and you know, I will break into HMV at the bank. HMV is crap. HMV is not good. I've always said this all along. I've never ever walked into HMV since 2000. Keep away from HMV. It's absolutely disgusting. Prices in there, stupid. All these artists getting paid. HMV's got to be the saviour of the world. Nope, it doesn't. HMV can just go to hell. I'm not interested in HMV. HMV shit. Trying to be giving them these anyway because I know she's back to me. Not getting any more. Bless her. Right, yeah, nice. A Canadian company has bought HMV out. Yeah, I know they have. Ha ha ha. I know. That's what all the administrative stuff was going on. Apparently, when HMV dies, when it goes to hell, it can just go online and order what you want. Because I am not interested in HMV anymore. Don't give a shit. James Rundle has what? James Rundle has started to put rare tracks on his channel. Not the demos, but songs like Grand Dame, Hangman, and Dog with a Bone. Low quality. Just go to David R. Fuller's channel. He's got better stuff than what he's got. I'm sick of people repetitively putting on new versions and old versions of songs. Please. Tell you what I was interested in was when Gaming Head gave me that whole compilation demo thing of Ultimate Rare Collection with it had a great version of Cool Cat on it, which was not the tape version, by the way. It was the not the speaker version. It was the proper quality version of it, and he also included the Mercury Jackson There Was More Life in This, which I thought was brilliant actually, and it was actually the live take apparently was good. Parenthesis. Next biopic after Elton John, I like to say it's David Bowie. I think a great movie title would be Starman. Definitely. I would so love to see David Bowie one. That'd be brilliant. He started out originally with a band called before he was actually a solo artist and had a great career. He was signed originally to PRT Records before he got the deal with RCA and before he got the deal with Derham, because Derham signed him for all of his albums, and then RCA got the courage to sign him up and say, look, we'll give you a massive career. And he stayed with RCA until 81, I think it was. And then Let's Dance came out and it was a fucking massive success. Especially the 7-minute version. I think the 7-minute version of Let's Dance is brilliant. Very long song actually. Well, cool. I like cat people putting on fire. Amazing song. He says, I'm sick of all these Queen demos outtakers now. There's too many bringing out. So because I want to bring out this compilation album whenever it comes out. Whenever Tim Beach can get his arse out of here. The concept for Starman would be great for the song itself and Space Oddity and his last album, Dark Star. It's Black Star actually. Black Star, his last one. Black Star is brilliant. I love the video for Black Star. Love the song. Love the video. And for me, that's the very last video he ever filmed before he died. When he was going for a bad time. That video was fantastic. I really love Black Star a lot. I love the song a lot on it. Brilliant. Bowie struggled to get the recording deal in the early days. Yeah, he did. Well, I just said, first of all, started up with PRT, then it started with Pi Records first. Then it was Phillips, who originally did Space Oddity, and then it was RCA after that. RCA was better for him to do. So, well. I'll stop collecting Queen stuff now. To be honest with you, there's not a lot really that people are bringing out these days. It's too expensive. I would say you should just stick with what you got in your collection is yours. I mean, I still collect stuff. I mean, it's great, but I don't want to go and like buy a 7 single of I Can Hear Music for like £1,000 or £1 million quid or something. When I seen a video the other day, Gary Taylor's been back on his silly monsters of the world. He did a video of What did he do? He did a video of his video of Bohemian Rhapsody, the single. Freddie Mercury was my best friend. I had something Freddie Mercury. Time to me. What was that until Gary Taylor's just an arsehole. Gary Taylor, I could not give a shit about him. Because he is just naff. He's naff. He's really, really shit. Really shit. All you Queen fans may have bumped into him on a guy called Stevie Ricks. Absolutely good. Yeah. He's alright actually, he's a good guy. And really funny. He did a DVD actually of his own private stuff and it was fabulous. That was very good. I want to boost my extreme metal collection. I know you do. It's not there yet. We're getting loads of stuff though. I might not be on here when it started, but did you want to do the stream on Thursday and yesterday? What happened? Thursday was going to originally be planned to do live streams, but I was tired. I was seriously tired. Friday, yesterday, didn't happen at all. I was at Jade's, and today I thought, right, tonight I'll start doing streaming live. I just I had some stuff sorted out from Saturday, but you know, just stuff gets in the way of that. I stopped the metal box. Why? It was going good. Why is the metal box? When saying that, I had a funny feeling that some videos had been removed, and the metal box wasn't getting enough views. There's just the right idiots in America that can do better videos because they think they're so clever, and the UK doesn't want to know about it. Well, that's just YouTube being dicks, absolute dicks. Well, that's what happened yesterday, and that's what happened. I was at Jade yesterday. She's just been going through a rough patch yesterday, and it wasn't good. So we all had to. Oh, she had most of her friends on there yesterday, and we had to really just comfort her a bit, and they helped her out a lot actually. And today she's got her confidence back, and she's got back to doing what she needs to do. And just Jade, thank you very much for having me yesterday, and was very happy to come on yesterday and help you out. And she needed the help yesterday. But yeah, it won't be long now till her next album is out this year. First release comes out in April. We start getting we're doing the final mixes on the 8th of June. 8th of what? Or the 8th of March. And then we've got Jade back in here on we got her back in here on the next Friday. Not this Friday coming, but next Friday she's coming, and she's coming to do the last album mixes. The boxes are getting repetitive. Are they? Oh, I thought they were getting better. Oh, okay. Unless oh, I mean the unboxings of it. Oh, just getting them unboxings. Problem. When Queensville ever came out in 2014, which is the shittest compilation album ever made, there were comments on comments on Amazon, and some were insane. Both Brian and Roger are just greedy, and they can't be bothered to get the backsides. in like the finished Proper Queen album where they unused recordings. Well, that's not technically the reason that the Brian and Roger, if you see my video got nearly over bloody 10,000 views for that thing. People to this day commenting and saying obviously that it shouldn't have been made, it shouldn't have been done. It was terrible. Like, we had 3 tracks we could work on, and we worked with William Orbit, who wanted to do a remix of it. And it's just like, why would you put William Orbit's version on for the Coca-Cola version of it, and not even the Coca-Cola version that we would have liked to hear on there? Stagey idiots. They just become. It's because the fact is, Queen Forever was a bad decision when it came out. That CD was terrible. There was a need to do a compilation album. Yes, fair enough. Bringing out bloody Let Me In Heart Again and friggin' Love Kills and all that nonsense. Nah. I mean, we were about to bring out a compilation of Jade stuff anyway, and we actually re-recorded some of the songs that we would like, what she wants to do. Actually, we did Alive, we did Burn, and we did the first one she's actually sent back today. Hasn't been mastered yet, but it sounds brilliant. Don't Walk Away, the remix, the redone she's done with new drums on, putting on new drums on that. But I love the way she did yesterday. I'm glad she did get it out yesterday because she was pissed off. She was really just getting so annoyed at the fact that, you know, things happened and went stupid. The inner items of the boxes are getting repetitive. Oh, are they? That's a bit of a downer. It's supposed to give you different things every month, different things. No. And the money I save, not getting the boxes, I can't start getting more. I can start getting more Blu-rays, vinyls, and CDs. That's what I totally agree with Chris. And I tell you what, get off that thing altogether, because I think the reason that people aren't buying them, and I haven't seen many videos on YouTube of it, is because people don't like them anymore, and they're too much. Too much. Gaming Headsets about to leave. See you later. I don't know when I'm back. I have no idea. I'll keep you guys updated on the Facebook page and when I'm live, back live on that. Your case store is going a bit weird. I know. I need to fix it. It seems to be moving itself. No, I think it's because I think it's because it's not actually the screws inside the things have to be thinking on it. Do you think we really need Avatar 2 or sequels test? They're wanting to make 4 more, but at the time they're making the 5th one, that'd be 70 years old in time, taking 10 years to make the bloody things. To be honest with you, you know what? Avatar is a wonderful thing, but James Cameron is completely lunacy. It's just 10 years each year. Freaking nuts. Avatar's alright. I did watch Avatar, but I got bored. I don't like James Cameron anymore. The only one that I like of his is Terminator 2, the True Lies, which I pretty like that film actually. I sort of finally got to see the uncut version of that. And I went and I saw his other film, The Abyss. I really love The Abyss a lot. I just love that film a bit. I mean, you can start saying it's crap, it's boring. It's just, it's not. It's really, really good. It's a brilliant film. And the other one, he made Terminator, obviously his first film ever made. Bloody Terminator is fantastic. As I say, we didn't get to do the other Terminator films. The third one, obviously, was a pile of crap. Because Mario Kassar and Andrew Vajna came in and went to do. They said, "Oh, we want to reboot the Terminator films." It was just completely and utterly. All I didn't like was just the CGI was terrible in the VHS tape. What the fuck is it doing? But the female character playing it, I think it was just a shitty disaster film. Disaster. Jonathan Musto directed it. Terrible. Shit. Terminator 2 was not my favourite film. No. I thought the second one was pretty good actually because the storyline had gone very well. Terminator 1 was the best. Terminator 1 is, to me, brilliant. In fact, I heard that Channel 4 for Film 4 they're showing Die Hard 2 tomorrow, uncut, with swearing in it. Die Hard 1 is the best one. Die Hard 2 is pretty not loose on the storyline, but from like it was Dallas Tower, you know. The guy playing it, I think it was pretty good actually. I know that the director didn't do it at the time, but he should have really done that one. But you know what, Rennie Harlan directed it, but saying that was good. What? Would you be pissed off if somebody flew a video camera outside your window, and if someone did it at the Garden Lodge, and videotaped Mary Austin naked in the late 60s? Oh, you mean like a drone? If a drone had been outside my window. Right, but for me, I would be. If you have soundproofed and if you soundproof the walls and stuff, and you hear kids outside just doing silly things, it bugs me a bit because you know it's your house. But when they start throwing, like, we had a couple of instances here where, which I didn't know about. My mum's been telling me apparently people are throwing stones out of windows, and they're throwing they're throwing like mudstones at the window. It's just kids doing it, like 12-year-old kids, 14-year-old kids, teenagers. They don't do them, but they were throwing mudstones at our windows. And my mum keeps telling me, it says, "There's people. I've had kids throwing stones up." I said, "What?" And I went downstairs. I went outside and looked at the windows. I went, "Where's that come from?" It's like, "This is mudstones." What's going on? So apparently they're thinking that it's easier to just chuck stones at your house and to get attention. Well, the only thing I can suggest is getting a massive big piece of plastic on the window and then you'll have things for it. But that's a bit weird. Mudstones? Yeah, it's because they're bored. I tell you what they should do: go to YMCA clubs and just go to clubs and just go to a YMCA club with all your mates and just go and have computer sessions. Just go on computers, play video games. But there's nothing like that anymore for kids to do. All they want to do is just do around, go drink, fags, have sex. You know, like, "Oh my boy, I love you. Are you with me?" And then it's like intimate times with people sitting outside the houses and sitting on the garden fences and going, well, on social media we'll do that sort of thing. That's not entertainment. You guys need to go on a bus. You need to get yourselves up to a YMCA club. There's one in Grindon. Go to one in Grindon. Go to that one. Go to the one in Southwick. Do something with your lives. Don't just hang around too much. That's how boredom starts. I mean, there was this a couple of times when I walked with Devon before down to the Dean, and all these kids stand outside and I'm thinking, "What are you guys doing?" I said, "You're doing nothing. Just go to a club and do something with your lives. For God's sake." Yeah, and they'll think, "Oh, that's good. We'll do that. I can't afford it. No, we want to do it our way." It's like, no, you're completely lunacy. That's what I think people should do: is go to a recreational facility. Or get that one opened at the top of the road. That would be even better for us. Welcome to the House of Fun. I know, complete, isn't it? I could see the press using a drone if we're back in the 1990s. Could do. If a drone ever existed, if it ever did, then it can work. The thing is, you're not allowed to use it in your street because of the laws and everything. Using your back garden, but you can't use it on the front street. You've got to use it also in areas which is kind of like field areas, like fields. And Oh, it's pretty good. I like the drones. I like them too much. Barry Lewis has got one, and he did a great video of his villa in Spain, and it was beautiful. And the drone that he used, Jesus, fantastic! You can fly it all the way out to the sea, the ocean. It's good. But that's what got me was all these TV shows. They're all using drones now. In fact, they used one on. If you watch the Hotel Hell one, the third series of it, I love that series to bits. It's now finished now, which is a shame. They cancelled that show. Weird. Anyway, so there's a part in the show where they use the drone to go up there, obviously, and they're allowed to use it, obviously, for that. And they were off the scene. And it was brilliant. And that's just the cheapest way to do it now. You used to have like helicopters coming around over the Fox helicopters coming over the lodge and everything. Now the easiest thing to do was to buy drones and then film it from a high definition drone, and then just basically take off the sky and take it up there, and then bring it back there, and you'd be fine with it. And it's really, really, really good. But Hotel Hell's not going to be renewed. They're not going to renew the season for it. They've been trying so hard to get that back on the show, but I said it was going to be cancelled, and that's just like thinking, don't know. And also, the saddest news that I've had this year is Fuller House is to end as well. They've saved the best till last, and it's going to be an amazing last season, I think. And I will probably be quite the last episode when it gets filmed, but I really liked the third season. Was brilliant. The third season, they timed it so perfect. And now the fourth season comes out, and I'm going to be pretty peed off because Netflix is going to stop it after that. And I think it's time to move on, really, because they can't keep the Fuller House thing going on for a while. And there was a thing on Facebook today. Somebody said about if anybody had a chance, would they do a spin-off called Ramona and Ramona's World? And some people quite like that idea, actually. Nickelodeon would work. She would go on a TV show. Maybe John Stamos should continue his career with the band. Yeah, would work. But I think the Fuller House thing has to come to an end now. I think they've done enough of it now. I'm glad that it has still keep going on. But I want to know, because I always keep talking about this wedding thing that's supposed to be happening. The Stephen DJ thing. Is it actually going to happen? Maybe. If it ever happens, I will be so romantic. I'll be like, yes, finally. I'll be glad. Yeah. I will say one thing about your mum is she makes a great Freddie Mercury cake. That cake took forever to do. It took a day to make it. And it was the best cake I ever had, but the worst birthday of my life. Because no one came. And I was so pissed off as well with that day. I don't want to repeat that year ever. My recent cake that I got this year, I didn't get it made. I actually got it scanned. I got the icing scanned through a scanner, and it took 10 minutes to do, and it was great. And I went, I'll just have that one. And it was cool. Yeah. Only Freddie doesn't mind on the mixing desk putting the pieces of Weird Champions, having a can of lager 4-pack midway through the mixing tracking to have the can in his plastic holder, save it on the fish. save the fish. Yeah, you could do. I do like that rare footage of the studio work with Peter Burris, who was the engineer. Actually, I might be John Harris. I think it was John Harris or one of the guys. But John Harris was the guy who was mixing the track at the time, and it's good. Well, you don't get to see Mike Stone there though, which is bizarre. although Mike Stone might not be in the sessions at the time, but saying that, Mike Stone's brilliant. He was a great engineer. He did a lot of work with AC/DC. He worked with Whitesnake when they did the 1987 album, which was a fantastic album that came out, and then it was remixed in the States, and then it was done in the UK as a better thing for it. But that's what I can't understand about the USA, because when Geffen released it in 1987, they cut like there was 9 tracks that just put on the album in the USA, and after that, EMI had thought, well, we'll expand it, but this is what I don't understand, because we got ripped off in the UK. Apparently, 3 of the songs that were on that Greatest Hits album in America that came out, apparently those 3 hits, they came out later. And apparently, Looking for Love, I think it was Looking for Love, and one of the other ones, there was a couple of songs in there that were trying to get to the UK market, and they thought, oh, we'll just put them as bonus tracks on the CD and stuff. Well, that kind of really doesn't work for the UK. But later on, in 2008, when it was reissued, they decided that they would do the complete US album version, put the bonus tracks on the second album, which I thought was better anyway to do it that way. But the UK just got ripped off so bad. Whitesnake's great. I love Whitesnake. I do like Whitesnake. I do like David Coverdale. They're going to make another album, because seriously, the last time they made that Purple album was fantastic when it came out. It was perfect tribute to friggin' John Lord. It's brilliant. Lady Double Dealers. I think that the remakes of those songs are fantastic. Did a good job. I never got to see Whitesnake live though, but Whitesnake were kick-ass stuff. Fucking good. I think I like their period of the probably the Whitesnake, probably the Super Autonomous one. I mean, the other one that got me was Restless Heart. Is actually a Whitesnake album. It's not a David Coverdale album, because and I was reading about this the other day. In the States, it was named as Whitesnake Restless Heart. In the UK, David was getting pressurized by EMI to say David, we're going to have to make a decision here, because we can't understand this. Everyone was confused at this title. They said that the Whitesnake album that's come out is called Restless Heart, but because the band are about to split up, which they did at the time, and you're about to go and make this album with Jimmy Page, is there any chance that we could just call it David Coverdale's Whitesnake? And he obviously gets fucking furious. He went, what? It's like, you can't do that. It's like, it's the last Whitesnake album we've just produced. And he says, no. We have to clarify this. We have to, do it that way. And he says, no, you're not doing that. But so apparently when he got off the phone off EMI, they did a silly mistake. They kept the back sleeve as it was, but on the front sleeve it's kind of like David Coverdale Whitesnake. And David had to do the shoot, and he didn't like actually doing it, and that's why he's really annoyed in that photograph. And he just said, I'll do the shoot, I'll do it. But please realise you are fucking wankers. And he was really annoyed. And that's why the UK album is no longer available anymore. The US album is the complete album, Whitesnake Restless Heart. So there's the confusion for you guys. Restless Heart. Yeah. That's why David's not so pleased in that photograph. So I'm very glad they withdrew that album straight away, and they went, "You guys just get it off the shelves, please. It doesn't make any sense." They confuse us. Like, David covered as Whitesnake. Is this a new band he's put together, or is it the same band? Apparently, it was actually Whitesnake, but they didn't want to use the Whitesnake trademark because it was signed to Geffen Records, and that's so fucking confusing. One of the albums I do like of his is the Jimmy Page one that he should have redone, and it was called the Coverdale Page album, and that was a brilliant testament to Jimmy Page. I thought that was really good, fabulous song. Fucking absolutely bloody fantastic. And I've seen that. Actually, I've seen the Uncut interview with Neil. What's his name? Neil, photographer. Because he says, because he says in the interview, and Neil, I wish you would never say that word, sort of thing. And he says, well, and he says, you can't say well. And they'll get really annoyed with Neil at the time and stuff, and it was just that. But great album, great album. But here's something that people don't talk about. Here's an artist who should have got the recognition that she deserved, and now she's no longer ever on this planet, which is a shame, because there's one artist who I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the metal scene. I'm talking about something totally different to this. A while back, I mean, I've still got the disc anyway, I think. Go on down, I think. Anyway, there's one artist who I really have to say I wish she had still continued her career, but people got really annoyed with it. She did an album called this was 1991, an album called Little Earthquakes by Tori Amos. When I first heard that album, I fell on my knees. I think that's before it got me into songwriting, really, for hearing her stuff. But I got this album called Little Earthquakes, and it was a right hoo-ha about it, because I first got the album and I went, oh, I need to get this album. I need to hear this girl. I mean, I remember getting the drum single with Silent All These Years in it, and all this songs, Meanly Gun, was the EP I had. I just went, who the fuck is this singing? And she brought a single out called, her first single she brought out was Crucify. And the voice, when she started singing, I was like, what the hell is this? And it was really good. And she did all these kind of notes that people don't ever do anymore. And she worked with a guy called David Singerson, who to this day he's not with us anymore because he was a great producer. What's the matter with you? You want to go outside? Go to the toilet now. Downstairs. Get outside. Go. But yeah, David Singerson worked with the Bangles on In Your Room, and love that song of it. And then he got to work with Tori Amos's first album, and her first album is flipping fantastic. I mean, the songs on there that really are about her life, and it's brilliant. Crucify, when I first heard that song, I went, I'm sure I've heard this somewhere before, and it was playing American radio, and I went, that is a flipping brilliant song she wrote. And then she did the whole album is really good, and there's a song on the album which no one ever talks about called Precious Things, and it's like an orgy. She does an orgy in the middle of the track, and she worked with her boyfriend at the time on that song. I think it was, I can't remember his name, but anyway, she did this album, and I played it all the way through, and I just loved her so much. The voice was incredible. And then another few years later, I researched it out, and I realised why it was why it was confusing for the UK market to get the US market as well. Well, she was originally signed to Atlantic Records. She was signed there for about the first 5 albums she did. Atlantic gave her the boost she needed. And then the UK, East West started up. It just started up in 1991. And her, the pressures at Warner's UK were trying to demand to get this album out, but they were really struggling very badly. So that's why Atlantic, they had to ring Atlantic up and say, we need this album out in the UK, but no one's going to buy it. And then he's just, and then she's apparently the album took quite a while to make at the time, and there's one song on that album that I really think to this day is absolutely horrendous to hear, and it's called Mother and Winter. No, Winter is so strong, but the other song that I heard was Mother, and it was really flipping brilliant, and it was done in one take. And you can tell on the mix it's totally done in one take. Plays the piano up, plays this beautiful thing on the keyboard. Oh my God, and she breaks down on the track as well. And I think it was her mother that was dying at the time. I think she died at the thing, and David tracked it in one take. And she said, I think she was still like a live recording of it, but it's beautiful. Beautiful. I think if you need to hear that, you really need to hear that track. It's just a shame no one talks about it. Talks about that album. And there's some great stuff. Some amazing stuff on that album. You really want to listen to it. It's Tori Amos's Little Earthquakes. It is available on YouTube, but I think YouTube takes it down for quite a bit because of copyright. Get in, lie down. Yeah. So, because YouTube's copyright issues with Warner Bros. At the minute are a bit shit, to be honest. But that's an album I really still to this day have in my drive. I would never ever erase that. I love it so much. There's a song called Leather on there, which has got this great guitar on it, and it's brilliant. It is a bit like Peter Straker though. I mean, tell you what, it is like Peter Straker, but it's amazing music on it. It's pretty fantastic. And then when you get to Me and the Gun, that's about her suicidal thing that happens with her. I've never ever played it to Jade ever. Now I might give a little bit of insight to her anyway for that. But it's amazing. It's brilliant. But the work with David Singerson on that album is brilliant. And the last track, Little Earthquakes, is just completely fantastic. But what she's then she did a follow-up album called In the Clouds, I think it's called. I never got it. I didn't want to get it in case it was going to be like that. And I thought, oh no, I'm not going to get rid of that. Because I had reviews and everything else, and that was fine. But I like, I think one of the last time she did was Boys for Pele, was the most weirdest album ever made, but very friggin' strong and bloody awesome. But she didn't like to do. There was one song that got a terrible remix on it, which was a terrible, bloody dreadful song, and she did a song called Professional Widow, and the original is so very, very, very strong indeed. The original is amazing. The remix is terrible. She'd never have done that thing. Is awful. But she wanted to do it. She said, look, because there was nothing on the track, it's just her singing on it. And it's beautiful. And when she worked with a choir on, I think she worked with a choir on that album, but I did hear a song by her and she worked with this choir on it, which was very bizarre. And but a great career, but it's a shame she's never ever, no one talks about her anymore. So I'm having the courage to really play some stuff to her about that. just to get a little bit more on the dark side of stuff, because it's a really testament album to do. But Tori Amos is just no longer with us now. She's well, I mean, she's still alive, but I mean, she's retired from the music scene because she just didn't, because she was getting all this slack about, you know, she made an album in the UK, and she just, I think she's had enough because she was getting sick of all this rubbish going on. And I think Cornflake Girl came out as well. I remember that one as well, and that was nice of her to get a release of that, because Warners were going, oh, was it risky to bring this out or whatever else, but they actually thought it worked, and it was wonderful. The video for Winter and what was it like? Well, Winter was Winter anyway. But Winter and Silent All These Years, those two videos were just really phenomenal. Winter is so strong when you hear it, though. It's brilliant. The strings on that are so powerful. And because I never knew she used a string quartet, and I was like, what the frick? I was like, jeez, I was like, that was big. Whoa. So, yeah. And the reason I talk about her is because I think I was influenced by her music to my music, to the way I did the previous albums I've just done for people. And I'm just getting that. I think most of that really came from like the song Getting Better as well. I started writing that first one ever for that. Which I was very glad that Alex covered it, because I'm glad Alex did that song, because I'm very happy that that song got the recognition it needed to be done that way. And it's cool. I'm actually I also let you know, guys, that I'm actually doing a documentary, by the way, of the making of Dead Inside. Yeah. doing a documentary of Dead Inside, the album. Actually, we're doing a documentary about that, like classic albums kind of thing. Yeah. So that'll be cool. We'll get done professionally, but it'll be fun. Right, it is coming up now to about 10 minutes before I leave. Yeah, 2 minutes I was nearly up. So if we have no more questions, guys, people are going now because apparently it's Sunday. Planet Mixer says, what do you make of Freddy combined with video games in a music video of Invisible Man? Personally, I love it, but a little bit outdated. Invisible Man video is, at the time, it was good. Right now, I would say it's not really one of Queen's fab videos. Best video they ever made was probably Breakthrough with the train, because that video is just amazing when you hear it. It's great. Right, if I have no more questions, I'm going to tell you guys something that will happen now from until March. As you all know, this month is just completely lunacy and nuts. So what I'm going to do from now on is I'm gonna post on Facebook when I will be. When you see a posting of the stream on Facebook, it means that I will be live. But if I'm not live on the day, you'll know for a fact that it won't be live on there. that's my fault anyway. Because I mean, I keep getting messages all the time saying, why are we not live on Thursday? Why are we not live on Saturday? And it's like, well, I'm just at the moment, I'm so tired. I've got so many things happening this year. I've just got a lot of things to do, and it's just so much about to work on as well, guys. I'm just trying to take the time to work and get off and stuff. But I'm making the most of Sundays now to be here when I can. It's just at the moment I'm working with Jade at the minute. We're on her album, and we're working with Jodie on her album. We're working with a new girl called Brittany. Hopefully, if she wants to come on board, I hope to God she can, because I've just heard her voice this weekend. She's fucking amazing. And I was interested in one other girl who I was really wanting to have on board, but I think she made the right decision not to continue, because she said that it was too nervous for her. She's totally fine. With all these people that all these singers that I'm knowing now, we need more. we can just get this Britney on board. We'll be fucking laughing. We will be really, really impressed. But that's what my whole month's going to be. The next couple of days, weeks, it's going to be crazy. If you guys have not heard about the news that I'm not streaming live on Facebook for a while, you know why, because I'm busy doing tracks. And I will be doing backtracking tomorrow, because I have Nathan in tomorrow. What I usually do. I have Nathan on Monday. I'm in on Tuesday. Yeah, I can't go to town tomorrow. I'd like to go to town, but I can't. But I will be doing admin on Tuesday, but I might have to go down to town on Tuesday to go get the whiteboard, and because Nathan can't come on Tuesday because he's got an appointment, and he's on Wednesday, and then Friday we've got me. That's fine. I must go later, guys. Thank you very much, Mr. Metal, for buying us. Planet Mixer, great as always. Thank you to Gaming Head as well. So as you all know, down there's all links. You know the drill about now anyway. Not going to read them out to you. But as soon as we're back, as soon as I'm sorted out with this month, guys, we'll definitely get back on the moving train, back with this Queensville thing. As I say, 8th of March will be our final day. We're doing the tracks for Jade's album, and we will be sorted. And after that, I've got 3 weeks off. Well, I do have 3 weeks off. I've got 3 weeks to work with Nathan, because Nathan's getting trained to do production work. And he's learning how things work and stuff, you know, because he's still got to learn a lot. But good guy. He's a good guy to work with. Anyway, it's it from me. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys back here. When I'm back, I don't know. One other thing I've got to tell you is thank you very much to Nicola Pierce, by the way, getting in touch with me about the doll. It's the same one I've got. There's no big hoo-ha about it anyway. And so, yeah, and that doll will be fixed anyway. It will be fixed. I think we'll fix it tomorrow. But yeah, just thanks guys for tuning in. As I said, I'm really sorry there wasn't much streaming this week. It's just I've just been so busy. But like I say, guys, we will be back with normal streams soon. Next stream, don't know. Haven't got a clue. We will try and hopefully do it on Tuesday. But I'll see you guys. Just keep to the Facebook page for now. And I'll only post it when I post it on there anyway, which is even better for you guys to get in touch with me. But thank you to everybody liking the videos. Thank you very much to everybody on the Facebook page. I don't know where all these people are coming from, but they are loving Queensville's page a lot and looking at all my new postings on there. So big thank you to you guys for supporting the channel as well, which is cool. I'll also keep you updated on the Queensville's Queen's Day. We'll give you more information about that soon. I don't know when it'll happen, but it'll happen soon. And I think it's going to be me and Gaming Head going to do it anyway, which is fine for us, I suppose. Anyway, so that's it for me. Definitely this time. Then we'll be back with you guys next time. And then we'll see you guys next time. Don't know when it'll be, but see you guys later. So then, bye.